lap 192 twice.
All right, we're back for the end of this one, y'all. We're back for the end of it.
Mark. That's 32 additional miles, which means 32 more miles on a tank of Sunoco.
I am heated, y'all. I am absolutely heated.
In a hurry. Now, did we just see the move of the race? Well, we're working under the caution flag, and there was only 2 cars on pit road, and one of them was Denny
170
Hamlin.
when we crashed.
Thoughts there?
The thought was come down and fuel it up, because if we get at least one more of these, there's going to be cars pitting. There could be cars stalling on the racetrack.
We got 5 to go. There was an accident right after.
So
Harvick involved in this wreck
they had dropped back a little bit
that I didn't get to see because I was fucking around with Fox.
I forget where you said it was.
Or with Cox Communications.
For one thing, a trophy. And so at this point, you maybe we're not going to race your way forward. Come in here.
I am so heated, y'all. I am so sick of this bullshit
get yourself back up there again
with Cox Communications. And there's literally nothing I can do about it.
Interesting to play out, and you have to.
They finally got to the point yesterday where they decided to blame me for it, that it's something in my house causing the outages when everyone else is going out.
Up in the pack behind the pace car. That's the first challenge when you're low on fuel. Then you have to worry about with these super high banks, and even the tri-oval here is
Harvick back out on the track here.
Pickup on these cars is in the right.
I have yet to see the accident.
Fuel cell. That's there because when you're at speed, the inertia pushes the fuel to the right side of the fuel tank for it to go on up towards the engine and the pickup. But when you're at caution speed, the fuel just runs down to the left side of the tank, so you could have some issues there coming up to speed when you're low on fuel. There's a lot that still has to play out.
Well, and the other thing that I'm going to start looking at,
heated, man. I am so heated.
Were Fords and Chevrolets and Toyotas. Remember, we had Bubba and Ty and Denny all but written off. If we would have stayed under the green flag, maybe that would have been the case. With the caution flag, Bubba is
so it was the 5 and Priest and the 5 that got into it.
In position number 6. Truex back.
Dude, Theo, I am so mad, bro. I mean, I got right on the phone with him to just tell him, is it out now or not? You know what I mean? So they can't blame it on my house. But of course, it resets.
The outside line will be occupied by Kyle Busch, and more than likely Bubba would tuck in behind Kyle. And I think you would agree with me on
I
this
had 200 up in this bitch. 200
pusher out there. It's the 23 of Bubba Wallace. I would not mind having him behind me with a green-white checkered finish.
I think that's a great thought. It really is, because he has been one of the
Chastain turned Gregson. What's up, Yellowin?
He's led the second most laps, but he's been an outstanding pusher in the draft. Let's go to Steve Post.
Ryan Blaney just said the fuel pressure indicator has started to blink, which means that we don't have fuel pressure on the car.
No, I'm a Viking fan, Jack.
Crew's jumped up on the pit wall, and now they're telling him to get down on the flat, weave the car back and forth, so Blaney is out of fuel, it appears.
Well, that's going to change just about, well, everything, Alex Hayden. All these scenarios sound good in theory right up until you run your car out of Sunoco fuel. You stay up there. Blaney does not come to pit road, so he will stay on the racetrack and hope he has enough fuel. And we're going to wait and see if we get the indication at the stripe. We are going to go back into the green flag.
I'm still going to try to do the Kings.
2.66 miles away. Then green, white, checker. How much fuel can they squeeze out of these race cars?
Yeah, I'm livid, y'all. I am so livid.
When you go back under the green flag, he's going to be hammered down. Here's the choose. Blaney to the inside.
I knew that they were going to start trying to say, it's your fault. It's your fault. There's something wrong in your house. Bullshit.
He still runs pace car speed, and that's perfectly legal. Trying to make sure there's fuel in the pickup.
All right, they're hitting the commit line here. The commit spot, high or low.
With Bubba Wallace right behind him. I think the
3 to
surprise,
go.
Dave Moody, is that Ty Gibbs, instead of going with the Toyota of Bubba Wallace and the Chevy of Kyle Busch, tucks in behind the Fords.
Yeah, he went to the bottom. There's no doubt about it. And everybody in the bottom lane.
They tried to say yesterday that it's because I've got an outlet in my house that's not grounded. That's what he tried to say. He's seeing electrical current in the lines.
Steve Post.
Well, bullshit.
Did
They
the
put the
shoes
cable
get
in right
affected
next
by
to an
how
outlet.
light the back of
It's
the
been that way
racer is?
I believe
forever.
that's the case. You guys just said that it was kind of
Whatever.
shocking that Ty Gibbs went to the low side. I think you.
I'm going to call them again after this and schedule another appointment. They can come out here every frippin' day. I don't give a shit. They can come out here every day
about the fuel. Again, Blaney
until they fix
and
it.
Ty Gibbs were the two drivers leading. Those are the cars that have burned the most fuel. We know what Blaney's situation is. Jonathan Hassler just came on the radio and said, Blaney said, do you think we can make it 2 laps? Jonathan Hassler says, it's going to be close. Let's just roll with it. That was not all that
just
confident.
living. It always happens at the horrible time, too. We had 200 in here there. For the WBC Classic, I had like a 45,000 view stream going, and it dropped then.
Well, so the first 4 certainly feeling a little nervous here on the inside lane.
They come
It's
back
literally,
down
I'm sure it's cost me probably thousands of dollars, y'all. It's probably cost me thousands.
Oh, this one's going to be interesting, especially at the drop of the green flag.
Who has enough Sunoco fuel to go?
And the worst part is there is no comp. There's literally nothing I can do because there is no competition.
It is Blaney on the inside.
All right, here we go. Back to the race, y'all. Green flag, green flag.
Out of fuel, day done for Ty Gibbs as the field begins to build speed, and now it's Kyle Busch going to the lead at Talladega.
Kyle Busch takes the lead. Bubba Wallace around the outside. He goes to second spot. Ryan Blaney.
Ty Gibbs runs out of fuel.
He's all the way back in a side-by-side battle with Truex for 4.
Kyle Busch and company will change lanes, pull down to the inside as Ryan Blaney now is 4th in line. It's Kyle Busch leading. Bubba Wallace right behind him. Bubba just shoving him with Brad Keselowski. He's running 3rd right now.
And Blaney has caught back up to this group as they work into turn number 3 and 4, but it's still the top 2 breaking away. Kyle Busch and Bubba Wallace. Eric Almirola, he may be out of fuel. He's dropping through the middle of the pack. Keselowski to 3rd now.
Bubba Wallace is about to win this race.
It's Bubba Wallace coming to the outside. Challenge for
He's either going to win it or he's going to wreck Kyle.
White flag. Bubba Wallace, the new race leader. Ryan Blaney's on his back bumper headed to turn 1.
Wallace around the outside lane to the lead. Blaney right there for second. Wallace slams the door. Goes up to try and block. We've got a car in the wall. Oh, Bubba gets turned in the face of the field. Truex gets
Bubba turned.
Allmendinger gets clobbered. Pandemonium coming off.
Oh, no.
Bubba Wallace's car torn to bits. Austin Cindric is in the middle of it. Riley Hertz gets a piece. Truex gets a piece.
We took the last flag. That means somebody's going to get named the winner of this race.
A massive pileup between turns 1 and 2.
And if you remember at the top of the broadcast, we said it's not the NFL, but don't be surprised if we see a block. We saw one. It went bad. Bubba Wallace spins up the racetrack.
Wrecked race cars all over Talladega.
Blaney may be the leader. The two of them, the white flag has already come out. The caution flag is out, and now the checkered flag is out. Now the question is, we have to wait for NASCAR to.
So we're going to get a winner named here.
It might be Blaney. It might be Busch. We don't know.
Busch or Blaney?
It's because when the caution gets put out, the field is frozen, and Jeff, it's now official.
It is official. Kyle Busch has won.
Kyle Busch wins at Talladega.
Speedway, driving a Chevrolet at the right place at the right time. Off of turn number 2, he was out front.
Kyle Busch is your winner.
And Kyle Busch has scored the win in the Geico 500 at Talladega Superspeedway.
Let's go to pit road. As Kyle Busch's team celebrates.
None of my buttons are working right, y'all. None of the buttons are working right.
Back down here to pit
So anyway, this one's going to end weird, y'all. This one's going to end weird. It won't let me switch to the main screen.
Bundling and saving with Geico is an easy choice, so you're free to ponder life's big questions, like, what's the best app?
Winning is such a roll of the dice. It absolutely is, bro. It absolutely is. Absolutely is. Especially on these super speedways, right? That's why it pays so well if you pick the winner, you know, in NASCAR for a race. It pays well because it's tough to win these NASCAR races. Save 15% on your insurance with Geico. But that 8 car is your winner of the Geico 500 from Talladega. A wreck, a last lap wreck. Bubba tried to block, and Ryan Blaney wasn't having it. And I think they're like good buddies. I think they're supposed to be like good buddies.
Let's check in with Georgia Henneberry down at the Infield Care Center.
Noah Gregson cleared and released from the Infield Care Center. Noah, first and foremost, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Just really solid day for our Wendy's Biggie Bag team and Legacy Motor Club. This 42 team just really on top of today. Good pit stops and a fast car there in the race.
Not buddies anymore.
Like good position, restarting on the front row on a green-white checkered, and got kind of shoved out there and bobbled a little bit.
That's the first time that McLaren Grills has been on the 8 car there, so big deal there. You sponsor a car and get a win.
Obviously not
Kyle Busch has retrieved the checkered flag.
Overall, just good day till it wasn't. The results have really sucked ass here lately, but we've been running strong. So we ran in the top 5, top 10 all day. Really proud of that. And
all right, but I'm going to end this and get ready for
everybody coming out to Talladega.
For the Kings game a little bit later here. I think that's a 5:30, 6 o'clock start.
Okay, Ryan Preece also released. Can you describe the development of the incident?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I mean, 2 laps ago, you kind of expect there to be chaos, right? So thought we were going to be clear of it because we missed Noah, and all of a sudden we just ended up in it. I mean, cars are kind of going everywhere at that point, but fast Hunt Brothers Ford Mustang today. And
yeah, they were. They ran out, Tyreek.
Led some lines, and ultimately it's kind of been the MO of this season.
Thanks for the effort.
Turn around this week, hopefully, and just keep digging.
That is Ryan.
All right, I'm out of here, y'all.
All right, thank you very
Valhalla
much.
Sports Talk off the air.
And visit with some of our top finishers, including Chris Buescher.
And Chris Buescher climbed out of the race car, finished in the third.